This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Our top story, Florida Power and Light continues to work as quickly as possible to restore power to homes here in the Suncoast. The lack of electricity has become a serious problem at a group of residential homes in Sarasota for those with disabilities. ABC7's Rick Adams has more on the situation at The Haven.
Well, I'm inside one of the residential homes here at The Haven where they have been without power now for many days. The only source of power they've been getting here is from a generator. It's been a very rough couple of days for workers and for people who live at The Haven in Sarasota. The 5 residential homes, which caters to those with disabilities, has been without power since Sunday morning. Elizabeth Harrod has lived here for 25 years. She describes what it's been like.
It was like hot weather.
Generators throughout the campus are providing some minimal relief, such as fans and other essential items, including refrigerators. But it has been very challenging for folks who are there.
All the food that we've purchased has gone bad. Being able to have the medicine for the residents, a lot of them have seizures, so really the heat plays a role in the seizures. So really just to be able to get the power on is all the world to us here.
Those who work at The Haven say the community has stepped up to help any way they can.
Bayside Church came out yesterday. We had the Boy Scouts here today that was out helping clean up. We've just had random people from the community that have offered to come out and help cut tree branches and clean up, so it's been wonderful.
Caitlin is one of more than 40 residents who lives here. She decided to stay with her mom until the power comes back on, but she tells us she can't wait to get back to her home.
It's like not being able to come home, because living here now for 5 years, I mean, to me, this house is my home.
And we have been in touch with FPL, and they are aware of the situation, so hopefully power will be restored here very soon. Reporting from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Rick, thank you. And we have received some good news tonight. The power has been restored to The Haven, but before that happened, residents were taken to a local hotel and will likely be back in their homes tomorrow. The wait for power continues at a Sarasota nursing home, and residents are dreading the heat. Alderman Oaks residents are trying to make the most of it. The power has been out since they returned from evacuating on Monday.
This has been going on since we had the mandatory evacuation, which we did. We came back here, I believe it was on Monday, and this is what we've had ever since. And it hasn't been. My thermostat was 85 tonight when the last time I looked at it, so it isn't comfortable.
There are 40 residents currently at the retirement center who chose or needed to stay put. They usually play cards during the day to help take their minds off the heat. In Arcadia, flooding is leaving a damaging mark, and one couple is calling it the last straw, saying it may be time to leave the Sunshine State. Irma's rain overwhelmed the Peace River, pushing it and its tributaries over the banks and into people's homes. Zach Beasley and his girlfriend just moved into their rental home a few months ago, but in just 2 weeks they flooded twice, getting some ankle-deep water during our heavy rainfall 2 weeks ago and up to 2 feet after Irma.
Everything we have is here. I love Florida. I mean, I'm 21. I've been raised right here. I've never lived out of the state of Florida. I love it, but the weather is getting, I don't know, more than we can handle.
I don't know, this is heartbreaking. You know, I love it out here. It's quiet. I have all the land, my barn, everything. It's just everything I've ever wanted as, you know, a horse owner.
Even today, the best way to get back to their property was by high truck or boat. They spent their day sorting through what they could as they continue to wait for the water to recede. And that's not the only trouble spot on the Suncoast. Let's get more from Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Your first alert weather forecast, Bob.
Yeah, we still have the Peace River to go. In fact, it won't be below flood stage until Saturday late morning. But good news at the Manatee River at the Myakka Head. That flood warning has expired, so there's no flooding going on in Manatee County at this point. We still have flooding going on at the Myakka River at the Myakka State Park. Also, Horse Creek, there's still flood warnings going on there. Again, the Peace River, not until Saturday late morning will it go below flood stage, we think, at this point. And it's way above it right now, over 7 feet above flood stage at present. Titan radar picture not depicting any rainfall around. That's one of the good things, I guess, to come out of this is that we didn't have a lot of rain after Irma moved on through, but still some showers well to the southwest of us. This is indicative of what's to come. I think we'll see a few isolated cells in the morning near the coast and then scattered showers and storms later on in the day tomorrow. But for the time being, we have 80 degrees. The heat index is way up there, unfortunately, for the folks without power, which is becoming less and less. We still have a heat index at 86 this hour. Winds are calm. We'll have more in our forecast in just a few minutes. Scott?
Okay, Bob, thank you. The overall impact from Hurricane Irma to Florida's insurance market is still to be determined, but some estimates say insurance claims could top $40 billion. For comparison, Hurricane Andrew caused $26.5 billion worth of damage. Hurricane Charlie, $16 billion to repair. Insurance experts say there will still be a substantial number of claims given the storm's path.
People are still returning to their homes to see what kind of damage they may have had. So it's pretty early to tell, but it's going to be billions of dollars. It's just so widespread. It will be probably one of the top disasters in U.S. history.
On Tuesday, Governor Scott ordered state regulators to freeze any and all efforts to increase property insurance rates as homeowners and businesses recover from Irma. President Trump approving a major disaster declaration requested by the governor. The declaration authorizes federal funding to flow directly to Floridians impacted by the hurricane. This includes direct financial assistance for impacted Florida families in a number of counties, including Sarasota and Manatee. It also reimburses local communities and state governments to aid in response and recovery from the storm. The declaration authorizes 100% federal reimbursement for 30 days for emergency protective measures such as costs to operate EOCs, evacuations, and shelters. After the 30 days, the government will reimburse 75% of these costs. This includes federal reimbursement for all counties for debris removal. St. Martha Catholic School is opening for those who are still in need after Hurricane Irma. Those without power and water are welcome to come to the school for a hot meal, cold AC, and electricity. The staff will be serving from the school's cafeteria that never lost power from between 4 and 7 p.m. The school is located at the corner of Fruitville and McIntosh Roads in Sarasota. And a Sarasota business owner also doing something nice today for everyone in our community. Mike Young of Young Guns and Safety cooked a barbecue and offered it to anyone who stopped by. He said he just wants to do his part since so many people are still without power.
It's the right thing to do. People on Facebook are like, you're the man, oh, God bless you, you're the man. And I'm not doing it to be the man. I'm doing it because I would hope somebody would help me if I needed it, just to pay it forward to somebody. You know, in times like this, I mean, Miami could have been us.
Mike took to Facebook tonight to thank all of the volunteers who helped make the barbecue possible. Sarasota Memorial Hospital is partnering with the Suncoast Blood Bank and Michaels on East to host a community-wide blood drive. That drive will be held from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Thursday and Friday at Michaels on East Ballroom. The blood bank has been unable to collect blood and platelets since last Friday, leaving the community blood supply dangerously low. Platelets, which only last for 5 days, are critical at this time. All blood types, especially O negative, are needed. Well, Hurricane Irma will go down in history as one of the most destructive storms, but for one Suncoast family, it gave them new life. ABC7's Erica Jackson introduces us to a Bradenton family who experienced a little extra chaos as the storm approached Florida.
Marissa Christensen evacuated Bradenton on Saturday with 11 relatives and came back with 12.
We were hoping she would wait, but that didn't work out.
This is 4-day-old Peyton. Her mother, Marissa, says she started having contractions just hours before Manatee Memorial Hospital closed for Hurricane Irma, but she wasn't dilated enough. She and her family evacuated to Gainesville, and that's when Peyton decided to make her entrance.
When they checked, I was almost 4 centimeters, and at that point they decided to just go ahead and keep me there, and a few hours later I had Peyton.
The entire family is now back in Bradenton, and like many families on the Suncoast, they're still without power. The Florida heat is too much for them to handle, and they say it's hard to take care of a 5-year-old and a newborn in the dark.
We couldn't see anything. We didn't know if there was damage or anything.
The family is now staying with friends in Mayaca City. Marissa says she and her fiance are happy they have a new addition to their now family of 4, and a story to tell Peyton when she gets older.
If I had to put this into a couple words, I would say that it was a crazy experience.
Reporting in Bradenton, Erica Jackson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Our congratulations to the new baby and family. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the first alert forecast, plus the latest on 8 residents found dead at a South Florida nursing home.
Invest in Kids is a $7.5 million project to build a new Boys and Girls Club in South Manatee County. I'm Caleb Grimes, and I was a club kid. It's where I learned important life lessons, leadership, integrity, responsibility, and baseball. Thousands of kids attend the Boys and Girls Clubs, and after years of use, their club is slowly falling apart. Help us invest in kids. Make your donation today.
Thank you! Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Well, we're kind of getting back to normal here on the Suncoast, right? As far as the weather, maybe some storms tomorrow, but boy, beautiful weather.
2 days.
Sunset
in 2 days in a row, some great weather. You know, we need that for cleanup. Normally, there's big storms around and can't be a hassle, and some people can get hurt with the lightning out there working outside. But beautiful sunset tonight. It was indeed, and a lot of folks capturing it. Can't show all of them, but here's one of them. Norm Schimmel. Norm. Nice shot, Norm. Beautiful there. And then another one, this one come from Bob Ecker out at Longboat Key. Just look at that, beautiful yellows and oranges, and boy, just calm conditions out there on the seas. And then this one from Cliff Rolls. This is reflective, right? Reflective of on the pond there at Siesta Key, or Siesta anyway. It's pretty nice, isn't it? reflecting on how happy we are and how lucky we are here along the Sun Coast that we didn't get a full-fledged Category 4 hurricane, which it was possible at one point, but thankfully it missed us for the most part. We did get a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, but a Category 4 versus a Category 2 is a tremendous difference, believe me. And the manways of webcam showing those nice colors here late too. A lot of clear skies throughout the morning, some high cirrus clouds coming in late in the day, but the pinks were all around, and a beautiful end to this day, and looks as though we'll see a little bit better chance for a few storms tomorrow. As you can see, the moisture is out there in the Gulf of Mexico. It's slowly working our way. We have one lone shower off in the Gulf right now, and this would be what we may see tomorrow, some of these isolated cells moving in from the Gulf and the sea breeze starting. And then we'll see some scattered storms in the afternoon. It's not going to be an all-day rain. There'll be a few storms around, especially inland areas. That dry air is still very close to us, and this will inhibit most of the activity, it looks like, out in the Gulf, but just enough moisture to kick off a few storms. Not much, but just a few, as we continue to watch the remnants of what was Irma head off through Ohio. Now, the clouds that you see here, a little trough of low pressure, but not much. As far as our current conditions go, we have clear skies, 80 degrees, and the heat index at 86. Now, the high pressure is really starting to build in now. It's at 29.96 inches. The high today was a little bit below average because of the increased clouds. The Gulf water temperature cooled down. We had a little west breeze, and that kept things a little milder near the coast. The low this morning was comfortable, too, at 70. I think we'll be a little warmer than that tomorrow morning, mid-70s, the expected highs. Rainfall well above it. In fact, 15-plus inches above where we normally would be this time of year. And for the month, we're doing quite well, too, at 4 inches plus. Now, the forecast tomorrow, an isolated cell not out of the question in the morning, late morning, and then scattered storms in the afternoon. And it looks like most of that should be inland, but we could see a couple work back toward the coast late in the day. And on the hurricane front, well, we have this system being sheared apart. You'll notice how this edge is kind of smooth and all the cloudiness kind of spreading off to the southeast. We're getting some big-time northwesterly shear right here. It's still holding on, though. It's moving. It had been moving south, and now we're going to see this system actually continue to drift off to the south. It's gained a little strength. You saw that on that northern edge, how strong it was, kind of holding off, building into it. Winds were at 75 at 5 o'clock. They're up to 80 now. But the good news on this is that it's going to move off toward the northwest, and then north, and then northeast, although there's a little slight turn back toward the northwest there, so we have to watch that closely. As we've learned with Irma, it could be anywhere within inside this cone in 5 days from now. And by the way, on Irma, it stayed in the cone of uncertainty, never deviating out of that cone in its history. 71 now in Boston at 72, in Washington 66 degrees in Toronto. Same in Kansas City, 72 now. Albuquerque 99 though in Phoenix, and 74 into Dallas, 73 in New Orleans. Well, the forecast for boaters checks out like this. East winds will turn to the northwest. They'll be about 10 knots only, so seas running 2 feet with a light chop out there. And the water temperature has cooled down to, again, 83. We'll have a few scattered showers. I mentioned look out for that, but most areas should stay relatively dry, 87 degrees. And then the extended forecast, the tide forecast looks like this. Low tide at 12:49 and a high at 6:49. Sunrise at 7:15 and sunset at 7:37. Warm and dry tonight, partly cloudy, 76 for a low. And then for tomorrow, look for a few scattered showers and storms around. As I mentioned, there may be a few isolated cells near the coast, and then 40% chance along the sea breeze in the afternoon. Rain chance jumps up a little bit on Friday, and then Saturday at 30%. Looks like that is the case again on Sunday. It should be that way. We'll have less of a chance on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with lows down into the low 70s to start the work week. Scott?
Bob, thank you. At least 8 nursing home residents have died in Hollywood, Florida. These deaths may be due to the loss of air conditioning after Hurricane Irma struck Sunday. Miguel Marquez has the story.
A criminal investigation is now underway into the deaths of elderly residents at this Hollywood, Florida nursing home. They died after the facility faced power failures in the wake of Hurricane Irma.
They did have apparently a generator, but whatever was running by that generator, apparently the main air conditioning units for this facility that would take care of also the second floor, apparently were out of commission.
So the electricity was on and the air conditioner was on when you left last night?
Yeah, not the current, not from the generator. Right.
The surviving residents of the rehabilitation center at Hollywood Hills have been evacuated to Memorial Regional Hospital, which is adjacent to the nursing home. Tonight, about a dozen of them are in critical condition. Dr. Randy Katz is head of the emergency care unit at Memorial. He says at least 50 of his employees ran to the nursing home after being called for help.
The scene was chaotic when I arrived. We had at least 115 patients that we were trying to evacuate and bring them to safety.
This woman's mother is a patient in the nursing home. Were you in there this week?
Yes, yesterday.
What
I
day?
come every day.
You were here yesterday?
Yeah.
What was the temperature?
110 or more.
Millions of Floridians are still without power, and with temperatures in the 90s, the health risks significant. Across Florida, more than 30,000 federal employees are on the ground working with state and local officials. And while most of the state is dealing with downed trees and damaged buildings, in the Keys, the situation is more grave. Just in the last 24 hours, the Coast Guard has made more than 100 rescues.
It's a dire situation, but the good news is the resources are coming. We're getting food, we're getting water, we're reconstituting the port of Key West, but it's going to take a little time.
Beyond the continental U.S., on islands throughout the Caribbean, a sense of helplessness a week after Irma's deadly assault. There is widespread looting. Some are guarding their properties with machetes. On St. John, one of the U.S. Virgin Islands, virtually 100% of the power infrastructure is damaged or destroyed.
There's a significant challenge that we have right now from debris management, but even there's ongoing life safety issues that we're handling. The biggest challenge is not just debris, but also getting people off the island because there's just no sustainable option for them.
Miguel Marquez reporting there. Police also evacuated 79 residents of another nursing home in North Miami Beach today, citing similar safety concerns about the lack of air conditioning. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Here's what all the kids will be Snapchatting about tomorrow.
You know, this is obviously a hard job, and I mean, and it turned out to be kind of funny in a lot of ways. Was it funny
for you?
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah, yeah.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKX Sport Utility for $349 per month, or Lincoln's flagship, the 2017 Continental, for $449 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
40 million. That's the number of free phones still available and the number of how many Americans can still get prescriptions free.
Free could be wonderful.
That's why I'm still working at 77 years old to pay off my prescriptions.
I needed to have a prescription filled and I had to leave because I couldn't afford it.
Call now and see what's available for you. Free prescriptions. Over 10 million people get prescriptions free, and the program has expanded, so another 40 million can. Free dental. Over 15,000 dentists have provided over $330 million in free dental work. Free cell phones. 40 million free cell phones are still available with free minutes and more.
Free cell phone would change my life right now because it is something I cannot afford to get.
Medical supplies like back braces, knee braces, and diabetic supplies may be covered too. The free RX Plus hotline has saved callers over $12 million on their prescription costs. These free programs are now available to 40 million more people. Call now.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetzy. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Now, sports.
The Rays finishing up their home away from home series against the Yankees. Tampa Bay playing at the Mets Citi Field as the home team while the hurricane came through Florida. The Rays' Chris Archer really struggling today. Already 1-0 in the second inning. The Yankees with men in scoring position. Brett Gardner will bring 2 of them home with a single to left. It's now 3-0 Yankees. In the third, Rays will get on the board finally. Kevin Kiermaier hits one deep and gone to right field. That's a solo shot to make it 3-1. Bottom of the ninth now 3-2 Yankees. New York's Aroldis Chapman strikes out Brad Miller, Kiermaier, and Lucas Duda to end the game. Each of his strike threes above 100 miles an hour. 3-2 Yankees win. Rays will host the Red Sox at Tropicana Field this weekend. After missing week 1 because of Hurricane Irma, the Buccaneers returned to the practice field today. It was the team's first full-speed practice in a week. The Bucs will host the Chicago Bears Sunday at Raymond James Stadium. Tampa Bay players and coaches are hoping to bring the community together in the wake of the storm. There's something to cheer about this weekend, maybe get their minds off the storm and the cleanup, and maybe those without power too. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers right after this.
When you want to get away from it all, to a place where you can do everything, or nothing at all, surrounded by natural beauty and all the modern amenities you might desire, then you'll want to be here at the Wanna Be Inn on the beautiful shores of Manasota Key, Florida. To plan your escape, log on to wannabein.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
If you're thinking about replacing your windows, what matters most to you? We found what matters is high performance. Our customers want energy-efficient windows built for Florida weather. Windows that can stand everything from scorching sun to hurricanes. Our customers want windows that reflect their life, their lifestyle. Windows that will last a lifetime. We listen to our customers, and as a result, we're growing. So if you're looking to replace your windows, stop here at New South Window.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts on 4 or more windows.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blog, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Bob, a lot of people still waiting to get their power back on. That means you're going to hear a lot of generators in the neighborhood.
That's
and,
right.
And there are dangers that come with that.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we touch on this a little
Yeah.
bit. You know, if you're watching us or your neighbors using it, make sure you remind them not to put it inside the garage or anywhere close to the air conditioner intake, because it can kill people, and it already has with this event. So be careful out there with that. Nice day for cleanup again tomorrow. Shouldn't be too bad. There'll be a few scattered storms around, but temperatures staying pretty hot.
Okay. Bob, thanks. Thank you for joining us. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.